welcome. I'm your host, Chenay McConnell on the Big Show Entertainment Network. This is the Daisy Blue Show, and we are at the Art Hotel in Denver, Colorado. And today we have a very, very special guest, Super Dave Rains, and he is a man of many trades. He is also partly responsible for this show, the Daisy Blue Show. Thank you for coming, Dave.
All right. Thank you. Glad to be here. This is good for me, so everybody kind of gets an idea of, who's that shadow behind the whole network, Oz, the wizard. So I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. Well, thank you. It's great to have you. I mean, who better to have on the show than you? It's about time, huh?
Well, no, I guess I don't look at it that way, but, I'm just really kind of looking out for everybody else and making sure everybody else gets their shine. And if that happens, then I feel good. And, it reflects back to me. But yeah, I'm happy to be on the show. You've done a fantastic job with it. Hosting it, I think you're a natural. And it was a home run when we finally sat down and said, yeah, this is what we want to do. And just so glad to have you on our team and your sister Kayla as well.
My sister, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Now, I know you are involved in a lot of different things. But first, I'd like to kind of pick your brain about the new fashion line that you're building right now. Can you tell me about that and how you came up with the name?
Yeah, I can. Actually, the funny thing is the fashion piece of the business of Black Lion Endeavors, LLC, which I'm getting ready to change it to S Corp, it'll be incorporation, is I actually had the idea for the fashion brand first. I'll break it here on the Daisy Blue Show, but I had the idea for Faded 42 brand, which is the urban streetwear fashion brand that is the flagship of Black Lion House of Fashion. And it was just, I don't know, it just came to me one day. I was listening to Schoolboy Q, and he was talking about being faded. And there was a line in the song. He says, it's studio is the name of the song. He's like, I'm in the studio and that that I'm faded. And it hit me like a lightning bolt. And I'm like, oh my God, that's it. And that's how I came up with the brand, faded meaning, well, how high are you? Well, I'm faded. That's as high as you can get. And then, of course, the number 42. I know you sci-fi folks will know what that means, but that comes from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's the answer to everything, but no one can remember the question. And also, it's Jackie Robinson's number 42, the first brother to break it into the major leagues, a Dodger, and of course, the Dodgers broke my heart by getting knocked out by the Nationals. So that's how I came up with the Faded 42 brand. And then I added the fashion house to cover that, which is Black Lion House of Fashion. Then I added Tiana. I was talking to Tiana's mom, and she's like, oh, yeah, Tiana's beautiful. She could be a model. I was like, okay, well, let me see her first. Right. And I saw her, and she was awesome. She's beautiful, and she's fun. And then I found you on Instagram, and I was like, oh my God, she's got to be one of the models in the house. So I added you, and then we had a little hiccup, and then we got Lala. So all three of you are exactly 5'7", and absolutely drop dead gorgeous. So I feel blessed.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's a good team we're building, and I'm just really excited what the future holds with that. Now, with the brands, I am involved. We want to know a little bit more for the audience What kind of genre would you say the first chunk of your brand is? So the 42.
Oh, well, Faded 42 brand, of course, you're one of three models that form the super fashion model group Vanity 2020, which we're going to break that out starting in 2020. But Faded 42 brand is a urban streetwear fashion brand. But we have 7 lines in the house. I built 7 fashion lines in the house. It's just that we are going to start with Faded 42 brand, Vanity 2020, and the first line is going to be Love in Flight. And that's going to feature you, Tiana, and Lala.
Yeah. So just so you know, it's going to be fly.
Super duper fly. And, I've already, it's just so much is in my head. I've already put together in my head, I have to write it down, videos that I want the 3 of you in. I know what music I want.
Part of the brand.
Yeah, I know how I want to, market the brand. And, this is a huge thing for Denver. We're trying to be the next Supreme, the next Stussy, the next Ralph Lauren Polo, Ralph Lauren being the number 1 urban streetwear brand in the world. We're trying to do something special with the 3 of you because you're all very unique. Not only beautiful, but brilliant, strong, professional women. And we want to show that, we want to do models our way and more of a, relate it back to women that are really into, streetwear and the whole hip hop urban culture. That's what we want to do. And that's why we're happy and proud to have you and Tiana in the show.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And with that being said, I've noticed us 3 women that are going to be involved, we're multicultural. So it brings a lot of flavor and a lot of diversity to the brand. How would you say the brand is going to affect the younger generation culturally?
Well, the fact that you're all, you're all biracial, that's not an accident. I did that on purpose. My son is biracial. The culture is changed. It's shifted. Traditional models or traditional, families are made up of all different types of people. And we want to not only promote that, we want to celebrate that. We want to celebrate the fact that American culture is really run by young people. You determine the music, you determine the fashion, you determine the art, you determine the nightlife, you determine everything. And that's what we want to highlight. And I want to say that, the brand, even though I've studied FUBU, that is a historic brand, for us, by us. And that's when we were kind of looking for an identity. This brand is about, we've already found that identity, and that this is a celebration of everybody. I want everybody to wear our brand. And then we have separate logos, one for the ladies and one for the guys. And this is an all-inclusive brand. That's what we want to bring it together and celebrating everything in the culture. It's very youth-focused, and I think it's going to have a huge impact.
Definitely, I agree. Denver is kind of under the radar right now. It's growing, but I think we're emerging in the perfect time to add some art and creativity into the city. How would you view the fashion scene here? And do you think the our brand can impact Denver and, launch the brand even further because we're a growing city of art?
Well, absolutely. First of all, our brand and our company is an international company. Okay, this is an international fashion brand. I don't take it lightly. When they had the Dior exhibit at the Denver Art Museum or Museum of Art, I went, and it was unbelievable. I'm passionate about fashion. I'm passionate about electronic dance music, house, techno, trance. Everything that we do, I'm passionate about. And Denver is on the forefront. So I'm just one person, part of a group of people that are trying to bring Denver on the same level as New York, LA, Atlanta, Nashville, Tennessee, and Austin, Texas. So we are definitely going to do that. We're going to do that with the brand. We're going to do that with everything that we're doing inside of Black Lion Endeavors Corporation, because that's our goal. Our goal is to show the world how special Denver is. And in Colorado, it's not just for skiing, although skiing is awesome. I haven't gotten out there on the slopes, but I do hope to do so with Ed. But yeah, absolutely. This is an international company. This is an international brand. We will be in line with Ralph Lauren, Michael Kors, Calvin Klein, all the great American fashion houses. We're just the next step. I hope to have us as an in-store brand with Macy's. I've done my homework on that. So as soon as we can get the clothes out, we actually have 3 fashion designers, I think, in the house right now. And then, of course, the 3 of you, and I think Dakota, so 4 models. I'm pretty excited about that, especially Katie. Lachelle's a fashion designer. And then I'm having a mind blank. Amanda, I can't forget Amanda. So, yes, because the way we're doing things is our house, we're connecting with designers that are beginning and giving them an outlet, a house to put their, kind of design their stuff, put their signature on it and rise with a fashion house, rather than having to say, oh, I've got to fight to get in, Calvin Klein. I got to fight to get in Ralph Lauren or Kors. Those are already established. So we have maximum flexibility to do what we want.
Yeah. That's incredible. Nothing like creativity. Yeah, that was great. I love it. So you were mentioning earlier, I'm going to get a little deep here. You ran into a bump on the road. I know there's a lot of challenges when you're developing new companies and new ideas. What are some challenges that you've ran into with this fashion house?
Well, I mean, when you're starting out as a new company, and, this started out with just me on an iPhone 4 at EDC Las Vegas. Super Dave Reigns and the Big Show is the flagship. We started with Big Show Entertainment Network. I meant to start with the fashion house, but the network just overtook us. And actually, you can ask Chase Sexton, and he'll tell you how quickly that blew up on us. So I finally got a minute to work my way back to the fashion house, and we'll be doing a lot of work with Ink Monsters. So big shout out to them. It's always tough when you get started. Mm-hmm. Anything big starts small. Sure. And the challenge, there's a couple challenges when you're starting a business. Capital, money is always a challenge, but you can't make that an excuse. You have to find a way. The other challenge is finding the right people that share your vision, that will stick into it for the long term. They're not looking for the short-term gain or short-term satisfaction. So those are the 2 biggest challenges. We have a great team. It took 5 years to get this team. The team that we have right now and all the people that we have right now are amazing. We have amazing chemistry. And that's really what you're aiming for, is to put together the right people to accomplish something. And I feel like we've done that. And we're very, Chase and I, Nancy, the entire executive team, we're very, very cautious as to who we bring in. And if we feel like they're not right for this team, then we don't bring them in. But capital starting off, putting the right team together, and managing the growth. I think that is our biggest issue right now, because we have our golf show, the Birdie Journey, with John Roldan. That's exploding. We have all these things that are really moving very quickly, and just managing that growth. Those would be the three things, the three biggest challenges.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
People are probably even harder than money, because like you were saying, relying on people is hard, and respecting each other's time, because time is valuable. So
time is more valuable than money. Yeah. You can make more money, you cannot make more time. You have to stay motivated, you have to stay hungry. There's been many a time when I was working on this and I knew what I wanted to do. Many mornings driving to work, crying like, geez, God, how am I going to get this done? If you want me to do this, you got to help me. But I'm so passionate about it and obsessed that this task is meant for me. And not only that, I've got you guys counting on me. I got my family counting on me. I'm counting on me. But I can tell you, it's been so exciting. The people that we've been able to meet, the famous people, the big producers around the world in the world of electronic dance music. Big shout out to Nicole Mudaber, who's at Club Space in Ibiza. Shout out to my man Daily Padley, Hot Since 82, LaFleur, Nastia, Nick and Alfie, Dusky, they'll be here Friday. But, and I apologize if I left anybody out, but John Digweed, who I met, God, these are amazing people. I love Nicole. Jamie Jones, unbelievable. I think LaFleur and Nicole and Daly they're near and dear to my heart. Monica Cruz, I can't forget Monica. Actually, I'd like to marry Monica Cruz. She's so beautiful and amazing. But anyway, I digress. But I hope that answered the question.
Yeah.
I forgot what the question was.
No, you're hitting all the points. This is great.
That's why I have Chase here with me.
Yeah.
Keeps me straight.
Chase keeps us in line, huh? So, what's one thing that you wish you had more of, except money? Anything that you could have more of, that you desire?
More time. Things happen so quickly. I mean, we have a busy schedule this weekend. I have the interview with you tonight. Once again, thank you. We got to run over to Regal Cinema, United Artists, Colorado Center 9, and IMAX right after this for Maleficent and Super Dave Reigns and the Big Show. Tomorrow night I'll be at the church for Dusky. Saturday we have the Just Cause fashion show. So our schedule from now through next year is incredible. And then trying to develop the business, but time. Absolutely.
I completely agree. Yes, time is precious, as we said before. Well, thank you for sharing just a little bit, because there's a lot. But for now, thank you for sharing so much about your endeavors. And where can we find you on social media?
Well, of course, you can find us on YouTube, Big Show Entertainment Network. I think you can find me on Twitter at SDR, The Big Show. Of course, Facebook, Super Dave Raines and the Big Show, Ben After Dark, Ben Reality TV, which has your show, Late Night 5280, and I forget, I'm probably forgetting, Instagram, Big Show Entertainment Network. Instagram's really big because we do a lot of Instagram stuff. Yep. But if you just Google Big Show Entertainment Network, Ben for short, BEN, or Super Dave Raines, you'll find everything that you need to know. And it's a lot. But I'm really, really blessed to have this opportunity.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you for joining us on the Big Show Entertainment Network. And thank you again to Tony and Guy Salon in Park Meadows and Freshwater CBD Company. Thank you for being our sponsors. We appreciate you. And we will see you back on our next episode. I'm Chenay McConnell. If it's fashion, it's Daisy Blue.